Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2020 North American Champions League with Zebu Nation and the Montreal Impact. Today, we have for you, big game, the semi-final second leg versus Lyon. Now, hopefully, you saw our first leg away victory at Lyon, 3-2. It was an outstanding game, back and forth affair. Jackson Amell really put us on his back, scoring 2 goals to really, we went out early on Lyon and 2-0. We were looking pretty good. They came back, tied it up in the 87th minute, and everybody thought that was it. Everybody thought we're going into the second leg. It's going to be 2-2. It's going to be a real barn burner. But then Lutweiler uncorks just a monster goal kick. Sends it downfield, and none other than our box-to-box midfielder, Andre, gets behind it and scores the dramatic goal. I guess we don't need to look at it. If you want to watch that goal, you can go ahead and watch the previous episode. I mean, it was an outstanding play, an outstanding goal, and that got us the 3-2 away leg victory. So we got 3 away goals in hand. We got 1 goal difference in hand. We're going to look to win and move on to play Pachuca, because Pachuca had a huge comeback. They were down 2-0 to Tigres, and they come back and in the second leg win 3-2. So we got to watch out for that. We have to avoid suffering the same fate as Tigres, where you think you got the game in hand, you think you got the series won, but the other team comes back. So we got to hold Lyon down, hold them back, keep them to maybe, 1 goal. If we keep them, like if we lose 1-0 in the second leg, that's fine. 1-1, it's great, perfect, outstanding. So because of that, we're going to go a little bit defensive. Now, this is the formation we used to win the first leg. We're going to go 4-1-2-3 DM wide, the Burning Man formation. Hand that over to the assistant coach. Now, the Champions League curse has been hitting us and hitting us hard. We got a lot of players who are out. A lot of important players who are out, including our 2 starting fullbacks are both out. Our starting defensive midfielder just got suspended. Of course, our number 1 striker, Kyle Larin, is out. So we got a lot of reserve type, well, not exactly reserve type players, but we're having to stretch the depth of our team. We've got very good depth, but it might not be good enough to, beat the likes of Pachuca, but I think we can beat Lyon with these substitutes that we got in there. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to play, like I said, a little defensive, a little conservative, and we're going to force them to come after us and score some goals. So here we go, match preview. Let's get to it. We're odds-on favorites, 6-4 favorites at home. Both teams coming in inconsistent form. We're not doing so good in MLS right now. That's our problem with our form, because we've been playing so many rotated players on the MLS side of things. We haven't even played our starting lineup, I don't think, in 1 game in MLS. So we got a lot of issues. Meanwhile, Lyon is also struggling a little bit. They've got 2 wins in their last 5, 2 wins and 2 losses. So they're not in tip-top form either. But here we are. Kickoff at Saputo Stadium. 20,106 tickets out of 20,801 capacity. So it's pretty much a sellout. It's close to a sellout as you can get. Oscar Macias is a card-happy referee, 2.7 per match. So we got to watch out for this guy. Let's see, the strengths for Lyon is their leadership and their formations. As I touched on in the first leg episode, Lyon's not the greatest team you've ever seen for a Premier Division Mexican side. I mean, they're okay. It looks like they're going to play a better squad against us in the second leg than they did in the first leg. So we might have a little bit of problems there. They're bringing in a bunch of loan players. But we shall see. They've got some scrubs on their team. That's weird. They've got 4 scrubs, including 2 scrub goalkeepers. So they've got 1 goalkeeper on the roster. Well, they got 2 goalkeepers on the roster. I don't know what Lyon is doing, but whatever they're doing, we're going to try to counter it with, like I said, the 4-1-2-3. Now, as I mentioned, we got issues. Medical center-wise, take a look. Johnson is out. Kyle Larin is out. Carl Salmon is out. Lewis Taylor is out. So that's 3 starters out of the game. Now, we do have some pretty solid substitutes in those positions, so we're okay. And then the final guy who's out is Piet, who is suspended. He got an extra red card last game, so that got him suspended. But on the bench, we got some interesting characters. We were able to register our impulse buy, the guy we brought in to replace Kyle Larin, Joseph Mendez, 29-year-old French striker, valued at $2 million. He's pretty good. You know, pretty decent physicals for 29 years old. Okay mentals, very good technicals where it counts. Long shooting, heading, finishing. He's a goal scorer. That's what we wanted. That's what we needed. So that's why we sort of rashly purchased him. We're also keeping Vasquez on the bench, so we have plenty of striker options should we need it. Romero, Eric Lopez, the midfielder, Pantami, the new left fullback that we brought in off of loan. We brought him back from loan. He's one of our academy players. Very good physically. He's good enough to play in MLS. He just needs to get his technical level a little higher, and I think he'd be a very solid MLS player for us. But now he's being pressed into service because of all of our problems at fullback. Boxall is also there, and our new goalkeeper, Thiago, he's also on the bench. He's recovered fully from his injuries. We're not going to start him in the semifinals of the Champions League, but you know, he'll get in there eventually. So there we go. That's our bench. We'll look at the starting lineup in a minute. We got some guys who need numbers. Thiago, of course, needs a number. We will give him 51, I suppose. That's a good number. And then Mendez, the striker, we'll give him... Can we give him 42? No, we're not going to give him 42. We'll give him 22. That's a good striker number. I like 22. Sort of a football number, I guess. Doug Flutie, famous number 22. Anyway, they're going with pretty much the same formation and lineup as before. I recognize a lot of these players. Yarborough in goal. A lot of yellow cards on defense for them. That could bode poorly for the next round. But Quinones, we saw him last game. Salcedo, Rojas, and Quintana. A lot of good players up front. Quintana is their leading goal scorer with 16 goals in 41 appearances. Meanwhile, we're going with Lutweiler in goal. Giglio taking the captain's armband at the left fullback position. Duverne at the right fullback position. So we got capable fullbacks. Bruno and Giguere in central defense. No problems there. Matthew Sweet is going in at defensive midfielder. That's why we drafted him. He's an excellent tackler, so that's all he needs to do. Just stand in front of defense and tackle. Junior Ramos and Andre in the midfield. Petrasso on the left, Mane on the right, Jackson Amell up top. So same 3 strikers as last game. Let's go. Pep talk. First leg means nothing. This is a brand new match. Got to make sure we win. You deserve to be in the final, and I expect you to make it happen. Okay, nobody's too happy about that. Let's give the opposition instructions. Close down on who we need to close down on. Quinones for sure. Salcedo for sure. Rojas, absolutely. And then looks like number 5 might be getting forward here. Johnny 5. Fernando Navarro. Keep an eye on him. Let's go. All right, boys, this is it. Nice home crowd. Saputo Stadium. Rocking it out. Hear the crowd sound. Let's go right from the opening kickoff. We played our last MLS game. We got scored on in 16 seconds. Let's see if we can do the same thing. Mane's double covered, but he gets not around his defender. So there's probably going to be the end of the highlight there. Oh, it starts right back up. 31 seconds. Duvern throw in to Jackson. Mane, centering pass. Ramos wide open with the shot. A little wide, but he was very open for that shot. We like Ramos getting forward. He's going to be playing the advanced playmaker. He's a Carolero by trade, but he can go forward as the advanced playmaker. Long shots 11. Here's Sweet with the corner. Drops it off. There's Mane. He's going to take a shot. Again, I'm not real happy with Mane taking that shot. He's only got 10 shooting. Uh-oh, here we go. Rojas, throw in to Navarro. Centers to Urbase. His shot is wide. So a lot of long shots going on right now. Two teams feeling each other out. That's all right. Only 10 minutes down, so there's been quite a few highlights for just 10 minutes down. We got 55% possession. That's odd. So Lyon might be sticking to their counterattack roots. That's one thing that this formation there in the 4-2-3-1 DM is good for a counterattack. There's Bruno. Heads it out on the set piece. Quintana tackled by Jackson. Just murdered, absolutely, but he gets the ball back. Centering pass. Berdiso. Mejia is what I settled on last game. That was a great stop by Lutweiler, no matter who took the shot. There's another set piece. Ramos is going to get there. Let's see if we can start our own attack here. Nope. At least we got it out of our end. That's fine. 20 minutes. Navarro. Quintana. Gets around one man. Rojas just rifles it. He's the one who scored their first goal last time. He's got a wicked right boot, and he showed it right there. Just blistered it. A blistering shot. Just set up in the box. 12 yards out. Just smashed it. All right. So it's tied, technically, but, we do have the away goal lead. Andre to Ramos. Tries to get it forward to Mane. Can't get it, but Ramos gets it back. Chucks it forward. There's Mane. He's in on goal. He can't beat Yarborough, but we're going to get a corner out of it. This is good. This is good. Sweet. Matthew Sweet. Looking for his girlfriend. There's, Petrasso instead. Mane with a shot. Gets on target, but not necessarily what we wanted. I feel like we should control the ball a little bit. Retain possession. Their base is injured, 53%. Slight injury. That's good for us. Get him out of there. Here's Duvern. The throw-in. Gets it to Jackson. He gets tackled or base with his injury or not. Gets it forward to Quinones. Here is Lyon on the attack. Quintana just trying to dribble through the whole defense 1-on-4. Can't quite do it. They are looking real tired. They must have just played a game with their starters, because everybody on their team is looking exhausted, especially on their defense and midfield. Those guys are dying. There's no way those guys are going to make it through the whole game. 44 minutes. All right, the clock is ticking. That's fine. We don't mind. At this point, we're going through on away goals. So we are okay. If they get another one, we're in trouble. Because then we're going to have to score on them. But for now, this is okay. Dressing room analysis. What are we looking at here? Winning our fair share of headers. That's whatever. Get out of here. I don't think we need to make any more tactical changes. Maybe we could try working the ball in the box. Other than that, I think we're okay. Could drop Petrasso back to support. Make sure everybody else is okay where they're at. Ball Ball playing defender for Jaguar. Giglio's on defense. Sweat. Yep. Sweet. Sweat, sweet, sweet, sweat. All right. Everybody's looking okay. Let's go to the dressing room. Pep talk. It's important more than ever to be completely focused. Make sure we see this tie out with the lead intact. There we go. That's it, boys. Think tactically. Think strategically. We're all good here. Renejo to Quinones. Salcedo. Mejia. See what we can do. Rojas. Okay, Bruno's got that one under control. I would have liked a more controlled pass than that, but whatever. We ended their highlight. That's all that matters. Duvern's not playing too good on the right-hand side. 6.3 rating. Bruno only a 6.4. Our men up top are also not playing very well. 6.4 for Mane. Petrasso also. It'd be nice if those guys had a little bit better game. For now, we're looking okay. They've subbed out Urbase, which, he was injured, so good for him. Now they're subbing in Norvetti for Navarro, vice versa. So they're going to be left with one tired boy on defense. Here's Cornejo, just wide, and he's coming off right after that kick. So they left Mejia in. He's going to struggle to finish out the game. Rodriguez also likewise is going to struggle to finish out the game. All right, here we go. Giglio, throw in. Ramos, back to Giglio. Good pass to Sweet. He's going to center it to Andre with the shot. Oh, he's almost the hero 2 games in a row. "66 minutes and counting. Let's go. This is a fine result. We're happy with this. No problems. Duvern is still not playing well. I mean, we got Boxhall on the bench. We shall see. Here's the throw-in for Duvern to Sweet. Back to Duvern. He's going to flip it forward. Bad pass to Andre, and that's going to start the counterattack. Quintana 1-on-3. Drops it back for Rojas. He's going to take on the fullback, tries to get it forward. Bruno is there, but he doesn't quite play the ball very well. All right, we're getting Duvern out of there. Bringing in Boxhall. Hopefully he can play a little steadier there. And Mane's not playing particularly well himself, so we could bring in the old hand Romero. Bring in the captain and see what he can do. All we need is one play. We just need one guy to make one play, get us a goal, and we're golden. We're through. 78 minutes. Sweet. Taking that corner, dropping it back to Petrasso. He's going to center to Romero. He takes 2 touches and a shot, forces Yarborough to make a difficult save, but he makes the save. Yarborough sends it downfield. The highlight continues. We lose the ball. Rojas has it. Gets it forward to Quintana. His pass is deflected. Boxhall can't get to it. And now we're in trouble, boys. Now, trouble is upon us. All right. Who's playing the worst in the... I mean, I guess there's no choice, right? Sweet. It's coming out. We're going form number 2. Attack. Jackson Amel. We're going to bring in our new man, Mendez. See what he can do. He's a little bit more of a target man, but that's okay. We're going to put him in as the advance forward. See what he can do. I guess we could switch these 2 around, maybe? No, they're pretty much the same. So that's fine. We'll put Mendez in there at the attacker. We'll switch our two midfielders around. I mean, we got to go on the attack now. I mean, we can't let this stand. We can't lose it on the second leg. That would be so brutal. Here they are on the counterattack. Rojas, Quintana. We had this one. I mean, Jaguar with the deflection. Boxhall is there. He just can't beat Salcedo to the ball. So Joseph Mendez, his first action in the Impact uniform. Let's see if he can be the hero. Bruno bangs it downfield. Nobody's there. Rojas. We're going to put some pressure on him. We haven't put pressure on him all game, but now we're going to give it a shot. Salcedo tries to get it forward. Quintana. This was a bad idea, I guess. I mean, they beat us. They carved us up easy. Salcedo just right past Jaguar. Right past Lutweiler. We're now down 2 goals. Here they are on the attack again. Good steal by Ramos. Bruno bombs it downfield. Here's our new man, Mendez. 1 touch, 2 touch, and just wide. Really could have used that goal. 81 minutes. We have to get stuck in. Go high tempo. Let's go. Here's Jackson Amell looking around. Petrasso. Petrasso centers it to nobody. Come on. Pay attention. Rojas now starts the attack. Gets by the fullback. Can't get by Bruno. Bruno drops it back for Lutweiler. All right, Jaguar's going to start the offense. Bruno, looks like they're still pushing forward. Andre to Ramos. Out wide, Romero bangs it forward. Jackson Amell can't make the run. So we're going to see here. Yarborough's going to waste all kinds of time. Puts it down, bangs it forward. Salcedo gets it forced to Quintana. 1 touch, 2 touch over the goal. 83 minutes. Rojas with the throw in. Stolen by Petrasso. Let's go. Bangs it downfield. Gets it to Jackson Amell. Jackson Amell on the run. Not the fastest guy in the world. But, he's got a lot of space. Oh, what was that? Nonsense. Nonsensical. I can't have that. Can't afford that. Let's concentrate. Just banging the ball at the goal from 80 yards away. Get out of here. Come on, boys. Let's go. We can't have this. We can't go out like this. 87 minutes. Here's another highlight. Giglio forward to Jackson. Giglio going on the overlap. Looking to Petrasso. Petrasso across the field to Romero. Good play. Romero gets it forward. Jackson Amell heads it on. Petrasso off the post. Come on, boys. Come on. All right, had to pause it there for a minute for the answer the door, but let's get back to it. 89 minutes. Let's go. Come on. 89-19. We're looking at 4 minutes of stoppage time. We need 2 goals. 90 minutes, 94. I don't know if there's anything else we can do. Be more expressive. Prevent goalkeeper short distribution. Not much else we can do, so let's go. All right, boys. 41-42. This isn't looking good. 30 seconds. This is the final highlight. We're going to lose. Champions League semifinals. Andre Jackson. Petrasso off the post. The Champions League curse strikes again. Came back. Lyon on the road beat us 3-0. Very disappointed. Extremely disappointed. Now, we had some injuries, but not enough. I mean, Kyle Larin going out was a huge blow. But we were right there with them, and we should have won. We could have won. Can't fault any of your performances. Just one of those days. End the pep talk. Let's get out of here. I am disappointed. There ends our Champions League run for the season. I mean, the good news is we can now focus on MLS and focus on trying to win some games. But we were so very close. Mendez makes his debut. That's fine. We get $200,000 for losing in the semifinals. That's good, I guess. Not that we really need it. Finances are looking pretty good. We're up to $11 million. So we don't have a lot of problems there. We still got $2.8 million in transfer. And we still have a designated player slot available for all these guys we've picked up. We haven't had to spend a designated player slot on any of them. We have used up quite a bit of our general allocation money. Used up over $1 million. 1.4 million we've traded in, so it's quite a bit. We still have some targeted allocation money, so we still have flexibility with the roster if we need to bring in even more, even better players. But I don't know that that's the answer. So, gonna come back next time, try to regroup, regather ourselves. We got DC United, Philadelphia, Orlando coming up. So it should be 3 winnable games. And we'll see if we can win it. So, until then, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.